with goddamnfitness.com, your number one for research supplements. Today we're going to talk about the best SARM stacking cycle for cutting fat loss. Right, we'll go over in this video what's the best SARM for cutting, what are the different types of diets to implement, how to calculate your calories, very important, side effects and cutting, the ultimate SARM cycle for burning fat, PCT protocols for the stack, other tips, and some interesting facts. Right, the first SARM we'll speak about is S4 androgen. S4 androgen, you can expect pretty good results depending on where you're at and the goals that you want to achieve. Being said, in a 12-week cycle, you could expect to lose 5% body fat, which is pretty significant. They say to generally dose this around 25 milligrams, but since you'll be blending with other SARMs as well for the stack, you may want to increase or decrease the dosage slowly and increase it. Side effects, you might get a green or yellow tint moving from dark to light spaces. This is due to the ocular receptor that kind of causes this as a short-term side effect. Some people don't mind it, other people really don't enjoy this. Why I think it's good to add in a cutting stack? Well, the energy endurance will be off the level. You know, you'll be able to work out in the gym, you'll recover much faster, you'll be in a better mood, and you'll be able to easily keep your fitness goals on track. It'll keep all the muscle gain that you've previously had before in the past, so it won't burn into the muscle. So it's really good for a body recomp, and I think it's the first good SARM to add into this protocol. Now, the second SARM, and it's also my favorite SARM to add in, is ostarine. I love ostarine. So ostarine is the feel-good SARM, makes you feel great. It's kind of a drier compound. It's amazing for both bulking and cutting. Side effects are quite minimal, but you can always expect some suppression or in severe cases, gyno. They say with males at least, 4 to 6 week cycle at 20 milligrams, you could kind of stack this and write up your own protocol. When you blend this with S4, you can expect some more significant effects. So you might want to start small and slowly increase the dosage. So why I think it's a good stack with these other supplements, as I said, it's just the ultimate SARM. I think everyone would agree who's experimented with these research chemicals that this is the best one moving forward. It's the most researched supplement. It's just really good for pushing food into muscle cells. Right. The next one, another great SARM, cardarine. Not necessarily a SARM, but it's a good one to add into this stack. Right, so reasons I think being it'll keep your energy really high and it also initiates fat loss much better. And I think it will blend really well with S4 and ostarine. So expect yourself to double or triple your cardio sessions and your weightlifting sessions. Your gym sessions are just gonna last a lot longer. So make sure you add in this time. They say dosage-wise, start off with 20 milligrams as a standard base, but you know, you might want to start small at 10 milligrams and slowly build your way up. There's no real known side effects, but you can check out our previous articles on this to get more indications. So why I think it's a good one to add into the stack? Well, anyone who's performed a successful weight cut knows how difficult it is to keep your energy on par. Sometimes you get moody. This is a supplement that will definitely help there. You'll just be a really good performer all around. Right. So what are the general benefits of cutting with SARMs? Well, if you've ever performed a weight cut and your body's really just not optimized to do this, it could be due to your genetics or your body just burning into all the muscle instead of fat cells. It just comes with hardship once you do it for a few years. Not saying that you can't, but a much easier, faster, more optimal way is to do something like this, or at least start off with one SARM and see how you get along. So constantly bulking cutting can take years, in my opinion, and it just holds you back from really getting to other goals in life. So I do not recommend this for beginners. I would just start off small and always consult the medical physician or doctor before carrying out these experiments. These are not legal steroids. These are research chemicals. So this is just a video for your own educational purposes only. Right. What are the different diets to implement? Well, man, you're going to see so much BS online regarding different diets. There's the 4 hour body, which I used to do, which is effective for really small beginners. And he also admits to taking Anavar in his book. Atkins vegan potato diet. Yep, there's an actual potato diet. And all of this changes depending if you're an endomorph, mesomorph, ectomorph. It all varies. There's so many variables, guys. So the ones that I notice that are actually useful, carb backloading. So carb backloading is something that you do where you implement your carbs at the end of the day after your workout. This would take some tracking. I would advise using an app like MyFitnessPal. Carb cycling is where you're switching macronutrients every few days. So you might have a higher fats day or a higher carbs day or kind of a in-between day. So you're constantly switching your body, so your body's always guessing. Just a general calorie deficit, just slowly tapering down, which is what I usually do, to be honest. Slowly tapering down, trying to hold on to as much muscle and strength as you can when you're in the gym, and you'll eventually see results. Intermittent fasting doesn't always work for myself, but a lot of people show great results. This is where you fast for 16 hours and you eat in an 8-hour window. And then there's the ketogenic diet, not really my favorite for putting on muscle, but it does work and it helps definitely with certain people. So it's a really high fat diet, basically. Really where you're eating mostly fats, very few carbohydrates, and you're kind of keeping your protein minimal. So 5 to 10% of your macros will come from your carbohydrates. 75, 60% will come from fats, and 15 to 30% will come from protein. So all interesting. I think all these are beneficial. Most of the other stuff on the internet you can pretty much ignore. Carnivore is a new one I'm looking into, and I'll let you know results in another video. Right. So let me keep going here. So how to calculate your macros. So first you need to find out what your BMR base metabolic rate is. You can try that out in our article. There's a calculator. It'll help you calculate your rate depending on your age, what you weigh, and your height. So for example, my BMR is 1,929. I have a moderate lifestyle, so I multiply this together and I get 2,989. So that's my maintenance. In order for me to not add any, not to be in a calorie surplus, adding more muscle, or not to be in kind of a calorie deficit, losing fat, just keeping everything the same is, I need to really go aim for around 2,900 calories, which makes sense. So when you want to cut, you subtract 500. So I maybe hit down towards 2,400 calories. I'd start out there for a calorie cut. Or if I was going into a calorie surplus to add more muscle, I'd maybe go up to 3,100 and slowly taper up. If you go faster, chances are you're going to put on more fat. And if you cut too fast, chances are it'll just kind of really, your body will get used to it. Your metabolic rate will slow down and just won't work that effectively. I have a lot more in-depth analysis on this in the article, guys, if you want to find out more. It'll be linked below. Right, so what are the side effects of cutting with SARMs? Well, depends on the duration, the dosages that you're going to take. I wrote about every compound in different articles, so check them out on our website. The main thing you need to be concerned about is a post-cycle therapy that I'll discuss in detail here. So, post-cycle therapy protocol for this stack. So since you're taking a lot more anabolics, and arimistane or Arimidex mightn't be enough to combat the side effects. You might want to consider something like Clomid and Novadex just to make sure that everything after your cycle is healthy and your hormones are healthy. And I'd also recommend getting a blood test done. Right, to summarize, supplements and research chemicals do come with their side effects, guys. So please do your own research, and these are still research chemicals. Some of them aren't approved by the FDA. They're not fit for human consumption. So check out your local laws by the time you view this video. If you like it, give us a like below, share and subscribe. And thanks so much for listening, guys.